Welcome to the AFD Cycling Podcast. This is cycling from an Irish perspective, and today we'll be reviewing Stage 2 of the 2025 Tour de France and previewing Stage 3. Today's stage in the race, Stage 2, was classified as a hilly race with a Category 4, a Category 3, a Category 3 and a Category 4 categorised climbs on the route and an uphill finishing ramp. The winner of this stage, one of the two that many expected to win, is Classics specialist and cyclocross specialist Mathieu van der Poel, out-sprinting Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard for the win. Romain Gregoire of Groupama FDJ coming in fourth, and Julien Alaphilippe of Tmrw Cycling fifth. The stage had a sole breakaway of 4 riders before them being almost caught before the intermediate sprint of the stage and then being brought back just after it. And then there was the next 3 climbs to come over, and after they did that, it was the uphill finishing ramp. The race split on 3 or 4 times from Tim Wellens pulling for UAE Emirates XRG, and from just the wind as well, and the accelerations on the climb, and an unfortunate crash or mechanical for Jonathan Milan. After this, this meant that Mathieu van der Poel of Alpecin de Koenig takes his teammate Jasper Philipsen off the top of the standings for the general classification, pushing his teammate Jasper Philipsen down to 7th at 31 seconds down on GC. Van der Poel leads favourite Tadej Pogacar by 4 seconds and leads Vingegaard by 6, and Kevin Von Kleen, Matteo Jorgensen and Enric Mas are all on 10. Some of the other big GC riders are just down on that margin of 49 seconds. Joao Almeida and Remco Evenepoel are down there as well. And in 21st position, not on this spreadsheet, is Primo Roglic, who's also on 49 seconds. Jasper Philipsen still leads the green jersey classification, but this will be the first time that he actually gets to wear this race after he was wearing the yellow jersey. Biniam Girmay stays in second place, but he had to wear the white jersey today because he was in the lead of that classification. And even though the green jersey takes precedence over the white jersey, when you're in the lead of a classification, you must wear the jersey. But if you don't have to wear the jersey when you're not winning it, it's just someone else is leading it, but it's given to you because you're second in the classification. It's not mandatory for you to wear that. Mathieu van der Poel, after his win and getting 50 points on the line, even though it was classified as a hilly stage by the organisers, ASO, you see that they are giving out 50 points, which is the flat stage, what they give out on a flat stage. So that is quite surprising, actually. And Anthony Tugy, the wearer of this jersey today, even though he was on 3rd in the classification starting the day, he goes down to 4th, and Jonathan Milan is 5th after winning out of the peloton in the intermediate sprint. The 4 people in the breakaway already haven't gone through that being a very, very tight photo finish. And Tadej Pogacar is 6th place after his finish today. Tadej Pogacar took the lead of the KOM classification today, with a 2nd and a 1st scored in both of Stage 2's Category 3 climbs. His teammate Tim Wellens sits behind him after coming 1st in the first of the Category 3 climbs, and Benjamin Tmrw, today's leader of the classification, but now no longer in the lead of the polka dot jersey classification, is 3rd. The new leader of the U classification after today is Kevin Walkleen of Arcade B&B Hotels. He is just ahead of Joseph Blackmore and Matthias Schelmoser of Lidl Trek. Oscar Only and Remco Evenepoel round out the top 5 in that classification, but Florian Leibowitz is on the same time as those riders. Being Matthias Schelmoser, Remco Evenepoel, and Oscar Only. The U classification is still like a wide open competition, but with only a few real candidates left in it, seeing as Ben Healy dropped nearly 2 minutes today in today's stage. He is down to 2 minutes and 8 seconds on the GC. Maybe 2:18 on the GC and 2:08 here on the U classification anyway, and he's 10th, so the whole top 10 aren't going to be fully attempting for the white jersey, but certainly the top 5 will be looking at the white jersey and saying, well, hopefully I can get that. Groupama FDJ take the lead of the team classification ahead of Team Wiesmann Leasebike, Alps in the Koenig, UAE Emirates Team XRG, and Arcade B&B Hotels. And for a French team, that is going to be a good objective for them in the race. Romain Gregoire had a good day out today, and possibly he could be one of their riders for GC, but trying to not read too hard into what happened in today's stage, but Team Wiesmann Leasebike would be one of the teams that would have consistent top 3 finishers, especially in the mountain stages, and also UAE Team Emirates XRG with the likes of Tadej obviously, but then they have Adam Yates and Joao Almeida, who are going to be having their own top 10 interests in the general classification, so that could probably propel them up into the team classifications lead. Yeah, it's like to see how already there's big gaps, but this is the classification that probably changes the most during the race, because as I said already, if a 5-minute breakaway goes away, it's the first 3 riders of the team's time. So if there's 3 riders, say from Lotto, and they were 10 minutes down on the leaders, the leaders had no riders in the break that had the 5 minutes, and it worked out for them, they'd get 15 minutes because it's the first rider, second rider, third rider, and that adds together, so it can lead to a huge change in time. So still very wide open competition, and probably going to be down between Team Wiesmann Leasebike and UAE Emirates XRG, or maybe even Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe to decide it. For the second day running, Decathlon AG2R Le Mondial's Bruno Armirail has ventured into the breakaway, and he was awarded with the Combativity Award of today. He did not outright win anything in today's stage though, and did not pick up any points towards the King of the Mountains classification, which is probably why he was venturing out there for. But still, good ride for him. Possibly see him in the breakaway tomorrow, but it would be futile even if he was going for King of the Mountain point, because there's only one King of the Mountains point out there, and it's after the intermediate sprint, which is within the last half of the race. So, stage 3 of the Tour de France 2025 is, as that graphic there on the left hand side says, flat, and it is flat as a pancake. One categorized climb on the route after the intermediate sprint of the day, and that route could possibly not be flatter. That category 4 climb is probably going to have absolutely no influence on how the stage goes. Definitely a day for the sprinters. The sprint teams will be absolutely tearing along, not letting any sizable breakaway go, because this is the golden opportunity already. Stage 3, they haven't had any mountain stages to contest with. They haven't had a super hard hilly stage where it's hill after hill after hill. That was like what it was in the finish today, but it was only for the finish and it wasn't all day. But here we see the only climb is after the intermediate sprint, so 20 points up for grabs for the leader and the winner of the intermediate sprint, and then 50 points for the winner in Dunkirk. 70 points could be taken up, and it is a day to early on change around your green jersey hopes. And I've got to predict a day as a sprinter for the sprinters, and I don't believe, even if a breakaway of like 15 riders gets away over the top of that category 4, I think the sprint teams will work too hard to chase it down for it to be going absolutely anywhere. It's a day that the guys who want to go on the break will probably just have to use it. Stage 2 was a hard day. We might as well rest now. But always, as always, there's a combativity award up for grabs. Get yourself on the podium. And also there's the prize money for the intermediate sprint. But going in the breakaway could be risky for your freshness, because you could be caught before any chance of anything happens. And only the combativity award then is all you can fight for. So that's it for me for this review and preview episode. Thanks for listening. I don't know if I'll have a live stream of stage 3 live commentary, but I did have for stage 2. You can go check that out, how it was going, and definitely be back with stage 4 live commentary. And just check out there at about 3:30 or so is it going online.